today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Jones on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to go down again. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 62 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmaker. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 2nd and
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times, and that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 11 now, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on third, Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
87-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down and goal. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Evades the tackler and now some space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running is Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run here with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
14, Giants nothing.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Lions 14.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Goff on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
One more time with Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. After the run, Goff going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right. Around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Defensively by Logan Ryan.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Giants.
Off the play fake. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 30. 10.
Ain't doing nothing.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Jones now throwing again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Goff going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Gone. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, gone. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Gano on for the extra point.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It got his man complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it's going to be 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know.